Late night, all night, don't need no sleep. Hey, hold on. Whole life been right about right now. Whole lot chit chat, can't do that, settle down, pipe down. On the kitchen floor in the church house, young Mike Moonwalk. Always been a star in the sky, you did not get tuned out. I'm flashy, now badges, quick flipping, big mattress, don't ask me, we taxing, new address, can't move backwards. Hold on, yeah, you know me. Late night, all night, don't need no sleep. Hold on, okay now, don't know, don't speak. Get down, whole click down, on God, on now with the business. Ain't no feelings, ain't no dreaming. Yeah, loud when I whip it, I ain't turning down the speakers. No, eyes bloodshot, I've been burning out the daylight too. I got responsibilities, so I can play with you. Let's get it, yeah, let's get it. I was down bad, no cap, no fitting. Hey, no kidding, keep it OG, no rest, no gimme. Yeah, alright, how the money come? All types, what you fall through? All night, alright, let's get it. Hold on, yeah, you know me. Late night, all night, don't need no sleep. Hold on, okay now, don't know, don't speak. Get down, whole click down, on God, on me. On God, on me.
Now, first of all, I do want to let y'all know that for the next couple of episodes forward, and eventually, and I get it, but I'm not stopping for sure. You know, no man, no woman is meant to be alone at all. Period. I'm not going to come on her and try to, cap or anything like that, saying that all men think this way.
Well, I have a question and a statement for you. First of all, sir, I forgot the statement, but my question is so you've never loved two women before at the same time?
No, not my whole entire life. No, I never cheated a day before my life.
I ain't asking about cheating. I'm just saying, just in the dating phase. Okay, I remember my statement now.
He's online. He gotta say that.
I remember my statement now. I'm gonna let him come. I'm gonna let him live. I think I remember my statement. What was it? I forgot again. Damn it. Go ahead.
Sometimes the stuff that comes out of your head, it's not beneficial at all. You do realize that this whole scenario that you're mentioning about, you do realize that it is just about impossible. It's more like a unicorn fairy tale, like say for example, where my one daughter's telling me a fairy tale story that it sounds great. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it just doesn't exist. Many modern day women, they'll literally throw out their accolades and stuff as well. They'll throw out their accolades saying, well, I have this, I have that. What do you have? I done went to school. I done got a bachelor's degree. I done got a master's degree. I done got all these different things. What do you have? Oh, that's a 9-to-5 job? Child. I have to be like real strategic with my networking now. And I have to like really just sit down and just really just vet people.
And just for a record, this is what we would call baby mama drama.
Absolutely.
It's not just exclusive to one race or one particular group.
As y'all could clearly see.
Urban, tell me what was the win. Tell me because a win in these verses is different for everybody's win. What is your thing that you think that they got the win for?
Terrence Howard.
Bye. I'm up in this line.
They shut it down with that. To be cycled through the system. They're not gonna have no type of guidance, no type of support. Then also in the worst case scenarios that they end up developing mental behaviors or mental disorders, which make the situation worse. and which in turn they end up becoming adults, and hence this is where we get people who are on sociopaths, psychopaths, um, chronic narcissists, and all these different other one behaviors as well. Y'all know the topic. The topic is talking about women being master manipulators, which this is true. Women are master manipulators. And you keep saying that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that. But yet and still, you have not did it yet. Why? Why? What's the holdup? What is the holdup? Today, on this Monday, on this Motivational Monday, it's time for Urban to give you some tough love. It's time for Urban to tell you to stop procrastinating. They literally correct fake news because they know that negative behavior sells. It's all part of psychology. They know that through the psychology of it all, they know that you as the viewer, you're gonna the first thing that's gonna come into your mind right now is that, hold up, why are they beefing? And what you're gonna do, you're gonna immediately gonna start investigating. You're gonna tune in and find out what is the beef about. It's all part of psychology. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate you tuning in to this episode of Urban's Real Story from the Internet. This is episode 2. Since y'all enjoyed episode 1 last week so good, we're going to do episode 2 of the Urban's Real Stories from the Internet. Once again, I am the official urban therapist. I appreciate you tuning in today. I also see a couple of people who already was dropping on the stakes in the chat. Moneyboy Trey, I see you, bro. Appreciate you dropping the stakes in the chat. Gabe, I see you too as well, bro. Appreciate you, Miss Shawanda, Surrender. I'm sorry, pronounce your name wrong. But I appreciate you tuning in as well, dropping the stakes in the chat. I appreciate that as well. And I appreciate everyone else who's going to want to catch this live, probably either later or may catch the one replay of this. All right. So once again, and I appreciate everybody tuning in to this episode. So, nevertheless, everybody, let's go ahead and jump into this episode, all right? Because I got a lot of different videos that I have seen online that I want to share with y'all today, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into the let's go ahead and jump into the first video. But first, let me get a drink of water. But yeah, I know it's like every time when I go live, my throat just get dry and everything, you know. So it's kind of weird, but nevertheless, I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Let's go ahead and jump into the first video. All right, now let me see what video I want to share with y'all. Let's go with this video. All right. Let's start with this one first, all right? Y'all remember last week when I shared with you this guy, and this particular guy, he was doing a whole lot of rambling and, you know, stuff like that. So I found out who is the name of this guy. He's actually a content creator, but he's on Facebook, and he also TikTok and stuff like that. His name is Jonathan. So Jonathan has came out once again with another video that I'm going to share with y'all, all right? So Jonathan is going to give us some relationship advice again, all right? So let's go ahead and hear what Jonathan has to say.
For the bulk of history, men have subjugated women, and therefore women have relied on men primarily for survival, which means a lot of our ancestors settled for mediocre men they didn't actually love. They did whatever they had to do to survive in the hopes that their offspring would grow up and have better choices. Only in recent years have women had better choices because they can participate in capitalism. Remember, women haven't always had the power to vote, especially Black women in this country. And women weren't even allowed to have their own bank accounts until like the 70s or open a credit card. Now that we have our own money and our own resources for survival, we no longer need men, which is why so many women that would otherwise, in another point of history, settle for these mediocre men no longer have to. Because men have never been the prize. They used violence throughout history to make us think so.
I really like what she said, and then I thought about it, and I wanted to expand on this point, or this conversation in general, right? If we break it down to the basic level, in the animal kingdom, any female of said group will most of the time go for the strongest, the fastest, the leader, the head people, so that they can breed and breed out better and better people for the next generation, because they want those qualities inside of the generation below them. We did it with fruits. We did it with food. We did it with almost anything that we had. We wanted something better, so we picked certain qualities from this genetic and this genetic and this genetic and made it better and better and better offspring, and to the point where we have a fully juicy watermelon. Google it. These is how the watermelon started. You know what I'm saying? And then now we have these fully juicy watermelons. It used to not be juicy. It used to be all the white.
Wait a minute, what? he lost me on that one. Yeah, he lost me on that one. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Yeah, he lost me. I'm confused. I'm so confused right now. But continue, Jay.
So in the animal kingdom, good genetic code is passed, with the exception of the big species groups of animals. That's how good genetic code is passed, with the exception of the animal kingdom that just takes it. There's a bunch of species and groups of animals that just forcefully take their partners. Roosters are actually one of them. Horses are on the other side of the spectrum. If any horse that is weak, timid, just cannot take control, tries to get on top of a mare, she will not hesitate to fuck him up immediately. They probably all gang stump that dude. It's ridiculous. They only take for the leader. So that means a man to the leadership caliber would be the prize. The man is the prize. But there's so many not prize men that makes it so that the value of the people that have to choose from the not so prizy people don't get the person that they would be going for as in the prize. They have to go down, date down. And with the plethora upon plethora of dating apps, so that means nobody has to settle. But that also means nobody's going to settle. So dating is hard because we have so many options.
Man, what's up with it, bro? So what y'all think about Jonathan relationship advice? After he got through explaining all that he's I don't even have nothing to say about it at all. Russ said that he sounded like a feminist. And normally, y'all know me. I normally would have something to rebuttal off of, but I don't have nothing. I really don't. I really don't have nothing to rebuttal after Jonathan. Because y'all know how he is. When I showed him last week, y'all know how he was. All he do is go and ramble, be all over the place and stuff, right? Then he tried to bring it all back, and it still doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, y'all. I have no idea. Well, anywho, next video. All right. Since we're still sticking on the topic of women, right? The next video that I'm gonna present to you is going to want to be an interesting topic. And Rush, I think you're gonna be pretty interested in this video that I'm gonna present to you right now. All right. So check this one out.
Said that a woman loses value every time she gets pregnant because her body doesn't look the same and her coochie isn't tight anymore. Let's take a look at the clip.
As a male, I could have 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time. As a female, you can only be pregnant by one man at a time. And further, it benefits you as a woman to stick to that man because the more you get pregnant, the more your value declines. Stretch marks, losing the vaginal elasticity, and all of these meaningful things that attract men. So you are one who should stick with a man. So monogamy is very meaningful for women, whereas for a male who has a lot of resources, monogamy is not a necessity.
It's actually a detriment to you. I personally think if you're a man of a certain status and income, it's stupid for you to be monogamous.
Ugh.
First of all, you could tell by how the way she looking that she is not feeling this at all. She is not feeling what they're saying at all. Now, listen to her rebuttal. Go ahead, my beautiful African goddess.
Let's unpack that dumbass shit. So what he said was, as a man, I can get 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time. And as a woman, you can only get pregnant by one man at a time. Translation, I can create 18, 30, 40, 50 single broken homes at a time. And you can't. Okay. If a man says that he values certain things in a woman and by having multiple kids she loses that value, who am I to argue? Some men have such a heightened sense of self that they don't even know when they're not valuable. See, some men don't care about how good you cook, clean, your accomplishments, how well you take care of yourself, your education, your financials. They don't care about that. They care about how good you look and how tight your coochie is. And that's how they determine your value. Then the other dipshit said, well, it's not smart for a man with a lot of money or a high status to be monogamous. I can have any woman I want. I can get as many women pregnant as I want. And he's correct. But that same man will wet up his pillow and punch the wall, angry and sad at the world, because the women that he surrounded himself with only want him for his money. And he would be correct. If you're not going to see somebody's worth past how good that coochie is or how good they look, well then don't be surprised when that person don't see you past how big that wallet is. And God forbid you lose it all, because that person and everything you pride yourself in will be gone. I ain't even gonna hold you. Nobody wants a man with 1 million babies and baby mamas. I don't know na bitch that put that on her Christmas list. I'd like to think that the reason why we have so many lost souls in this world is because of dumbass mindsets like this. You want to bring children into this world, but you don't care if the woman is fit to be a mother. You don't care if she's fit to be a partner. You only want her for her looks and her coochie size. So I hope he finds the baddest, tightest, buckethead ass bitch there is. But don't have no kids. Don't do that to the damn world. A lot of the time, these high value men that have the status and the finances can't afford a half of a bitch, let alone a baby. But hey, that's for another discussion.
Miss Wilson, welcome. Joy, welcome, sis. So, how do y'all feel about her rebuttal? And how do y'all feel about the one gentleman who presented first? So basically, a long story short, the one men are saying that a woman value devalued by her, sexual part. So each time a woman were to have sex with, a man, they decrease in value. Because it's to my understanding that the value that a woman brings is her body, not her other resources such as intelligence or such as finance or anything like that, but it's her body that's the huge value for a man. So that's pretty much what they're saying, that each time a woman were to have sex, and not only have sex, but to have children, her value goes down in the market. So her rebuttal is that now our value doesn't go down in the market because of just our body. You should be looking at the whole overall grand scheme of things. You should be looking at our intelligence. You should be looking at the things that we provide for you, which is a home, a nice home, and a peaceful home, and different things like that. That was her rebuttal. So what do y'all think? Let me look at the comments, see what y'all think about it. Now, Miss Wilson, she said she 100% agreed with her. Russ says she's not unrealistic. Then Gabe said a woman's value is like a car. It goes down with time. That means as soon as she get off the lot, she depreciate Gabe, huh? Then Rush come back again. He said, successful men don't care about a female's education and money. It's actually true, Gabe. I mean, Rush, a man's worth is like a house. Okay. Then man, he says some have long up. No, he said she had long eyebrows that was going back to hers. Then Miss Wilson, she come back. She said this narrative demonstrates from the Black Lives, the BLM men more these days than ever. The woman's satire and truth was refreshing and funny. So yeah, she'll agree with it. The Gabe once again he say the PA just like bread, not wine. Then finally, Rush, he said she's bugging. If what Sank said not true, why do old women put on makeup? But now y'all have some pretty interesting rebuttals too. Y'all some pretty interesting rebuttals. Pretty interesting. Now, my rebuttal about this particular video is that unfortunately in this I'm neutral in this because I do agree on the man point of view, depending on that type of man, that if you looking at a woman and that's how you rating her and that's how you valuing her is within her body and stuff, there by all means, if that's that man perspective, that's that man opinion about a woman, I mean, I can't go against that because that is how he feel about that woman. That is how he rating a woman, you know? So that's why I say, okay. But at the same time, I can understand the woman perspective too, where they don't want these particular men to value them like that. They want these particular men to value them, not only for their looks or their body or anything like that, but they want to value them for their intelligence. They want to value them for, other things that they bring to the table as well, which I can understand that as well too. But at the same time, these type of women can be trying to go after these type of men, knowing good and well that this is what these type of men want, and this is what these type of men desire, and that's where the disparity end up happening in this situation where these type of women they're end up going after these type of men, knowing good and well that they already to set the standards. They just said it over and over and over again. The type of woman that they're looking for, the type of woman that they desire. But yet it's still sometimes these type of women, they have it in their mind thinking that, well, maybe I could change his mind. Maybe I can manipulate and change his mind and to have value in me. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. So they go ahead and try to pursue these type of men, knowing good and well that these type of men are thinking that way. And hence, this is where the whole cycle comes from, where they end up doing it. These dudes, the only thing they see them as a sex object that they're going to go and have sex with, maybe procreate with them either purposely or unintentionally, however way it happens. Then next thing you know, these type of women end up becoming quote unquote baby mamas. These are men end up becoming quote unquote baby daddies. And it'd be a cycle. So I'm just saying that if that be the case, the standards on both sides, right? Why not go for the people who agree with your standards? That's all I'm saying. If you go for people who actually agree with your standards, don't y'all think that it would be better versus trying to manipulate someone into being part of your standards or making them be part of your standards? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Miss Wilson, she says black men actions are showing the devalue they have towards black women these days. I like how you played the word devalue. I like that. I like that. I like that. Somebody grab that troll too. Then also she says sometimes those type of men are cunning initially and trance some black women. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could agree with that too, where they could end up using their resources, which is the first thing that normally attract a woman is a man resources, which it could be either his intelligence or his money, or it could be even his body. One of them three type of main resources, and he could want to use that to his advantage against women and have them in a trance. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So interesting video so far, right? Interesting, huh? All right. So before I get to our next video, all right, I do have a message from our president. All right, our president have a very, very important message that he wanted me to share with y'all. Okay, I got to do it, y'all. I'm sorry, I got to do it. It's the president's order. I got to share this message with y'all. I hope I don't get flagged for it. All right, but I got to share it. All right, here's the message from our president.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did. But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
One more time for the back.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
What's up with it, Mark? What's up with it, bro? Appreciate you tuning in. Now, Ms. Wilson, she said both parties should just be honest about their intentions and could eliminate a lot of hiccups at least 80% of the time. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Ms. Wilson. That's what I'm saying. If you be straight up honest and truthful right off the bat, hey, this is my expectation what I'm looking for. Okay, this is my expectation what I'm looking for. And y'all either agree to it or don't agree to it. And it's just that simple, without trying to manipulate each other, not trying to change each other or nothing like that. Accept it right there, right then and there. How y'all like the one president's message? He told me to deliver that message to y'all, by the way, all right? Want me to deliver that message to y'all, by the way. He said, now, Arabin, I've been seeing that you've been doing these real stories from the internet. So I need you to share this message with us, okay? Share this message, because it's very important. I like, okay, all right, sir. You know, I'm share the message with you, all right? He said that big dummy. Oh man. But yeah, that's y'all president. That's y'all president. That is y'all president. You know another thing too, but that other video that I shared with y'all a few seconds ago, you know that remind me of that remind me of this, all right? That reminds me of this.
Emotional damage. You want some therapy? Emotional damage. You want some therapy?
That remind me of that. Hey, y'all seen that before? He's on TikTok. Yeah, that's true. Nothing that comes out of his mouth is shocking. You are right about that. You're absolutely right about that. All right, so y'all ready for the next video? Y'all ready for the next video? All right. So the next video is this. All right. So, ladies, you remember the if you had a if you recently had a child, right? If you recently had a child or had a baby, right? Y'all remember well, whenever your child develop what's known as colic, right? Colic. Y'all remember that? And you used to have to pet your baby to make your baby burp, but it was hard for your baby to burp and stuff. And you used to stay up, trying to make your baby burp all the time, right? Sometimes you'll wake up in the middle of the night, right? Trying to, after you feed your baby, well, if you breastfeed your baby or bottle feed your baby, right? And you be patting and patting, your baby just don't want to burp, right? So lo and behold, your colic. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you. But lo and behold, there is a new invention out there, ladies, that is going to help you to make your baby burp. Let me present this new invention to you, okay?
Going over each side. Now that the baby is in the correct position, just open up the app and tap the Burp Baby button. Place them in with an arm going.
Man, I should have had that back in the day with my children. Jeez Louise. Man, that's revolutionary. I need to hit them up right now for that invention. Man, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. So what y'all think, ladies? Y'all gonna get y'all one? It comes with an app. All you got to do is download the app, and you just hit it for your smartphone. And you just place your baby up there. Don't worry if your baby, doesn't have they little body mechanics right now. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be okay. All you got to do is place your baby up there and let the machine do the work for you while you take a break. Revolutionary. He said bought out by Shark Tank. I think Shark Tank would go for it though. I think Shark Tank would really go for that. She said that's abuse. No, that's not abuse. That is revolutionary. That is evolution. It is going to, Miss Wilson, it is designed to help you out or to help out the future mom. So she won't be all the time doing this. Come on, baby. Come on, burp, baby. Come on, burp. Burp, baby. When you have a machine that can do it for you, right? You have a machine that can actually do it for you, right? By the way, I appreciate the 8 likes on the video, and I appreciate the person who just thumbed down my video. You're the real MVP. But anywho, y'all. anywho, y'all. Y'all ready for the next video? Because I got plenty of them. Got plenty of them. The baby ribs is not going to be fractured or nothing. The baby ribs is not going to be fractured, nor the sternum or nothing like that. It's going to be okay. The baby is like Jello, okay? It's like Jello. It's just going to... They be all right. But y'all ready for the next video? All right, so the next video is this, all right? So I had came across this video and I was shocked about this video, okay? So many of y'all been to church, right? Many of y'all been to church, right? And you know when you go to church, you have a pastor that is so anointed, right? And he is so filled with the Holy Spirit that he just want to lay your hands on you. He want to touch you, and he want to anoint you as well. I know y'all have experienced that before, right? Going to that pastor church, and he just want to anoint you with some oil. He wants you to receive that blessing, receive that prosperity. But the only way for him to do it, he had to bring you in front of the church, what is known as an altar call. He had to bring you in front of the church for altar call. You have to want to whisper in his ear about whatever thing that you're praying about, right? Then after that, he have his overseer, or whatever it is, not overseer, but an armor bearer, right? Rub his hand with the oil, touch your hand, and he begin to pray for you and speak in tongues of they touch you and you fall out and you receive that blessing. Imagine that, right? But with a twist. Let me present to y'all this next video.
Changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear.
That's the anointing, y'all.
And this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away.
Give him all that anointing, Pastor.
What I'm telling you is just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming.
He know it.
God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand when getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty? I'm going to say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought, in crazy faith, I just bought my dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you,
give him that vision.
And do you hear and see the responses of the people? What I'm telling you is how you just reacted is how the people in your life will react when God is doing what it takes for the miracle. What are you saying? This man was blind, and what he was trying to do with this man is give him his DNA.
Oh my God. Whew. Whoo-wee. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh goodness. Yeah, man. I know what you I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. But I'm just gonna throw it out there, right? I'm gonna throw this out here, okay? How far is people willing to go just to receive a quote unquote blessing? How far are people willing to go to allow a man who's in a building that they call a church, right, to literally rule over them as their king, whether it be a man or a woman, to rule over them and to dictate to them the different prosperities that they should receive. And the only way they should receive it is by doing sacrificial things. It's for them to do sacrificial things for this dude or woman who's the leader. How far are people willing to go? Apparently, people are willing to go to the extreme. This dude here, in order for whatever it is that he's seeking from quote unquote God, he was willing to let another man who, in my honest opinion, seems homosexual. I'm just going to throw it out there. Hope I don't get strike, but who's appeared that way, literally place spit on him. Do you know, and he's in front of a whole lot of people. I don't know if it was hundreds of people in the audience or whatever. He literally let this man humiliate him. Also, he can receive a blessing or receive the anointing or receive whatever it is that he's trying to receive from God. Now, if it takes for you to sacrifice and you to be totally humiliated just to receive something from God, and I'm just being realistic about this, okay? If it takes for you to do that, then what's the whole purpose of you want dedicating your life to this said God? If he wants you to go through a man to humiliate you. Oh, and you're right about that too, Miss Wilson. COVID out there and everything too. COVID is out there and everything. And that man did that. And furthermore, he allowed that man to do that too. He allowed that man to do that. That's the crazy part about it, is that he allowed this grown man to do that. Do you know how, not only how humiliating that is, but do you know how disrespectful that is too? For this dude to just think about that. He's like, you know what? This dude is twice my size, and instead of me just taking some oil and just anointing him like traditional pastors do, I'm just going to humiliate this nigga. I'm going to humiliate this big dude who's twice my size. I'm going to humiliate him, and I'm just going to spit on him. That's what I'm going to do. That's a great idea. And that dude did it. And he allowed that dude to do that to him. He allowed that dude to do that to him. Do y'all know that's the equivalent of a man coming up and just slap you in the face? That's the equivalent to that. That's the equivalent to a woman when you having a heated debate with a woman and she gets so mad at you and she spit in your face and thinking you're not going to do nothing about it. That is in the same category. Or even when another man do that. That is in the same category, y'all. But once again, I like to point out is that he allowed this man to do that. That's crazy. He allowed him to do that. He allowed him to do that. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. He said his Cadillac would have bricks on it. Oh, I never seen two girls in one cup. Hey, Gabe, send me the video and I'll do it on my next episode. Yeah, that is crazy, y'all. That is crazy. That is crazy. Man say he wouldn't even made it up to stage. It'd be an old and popping, huh? Yeah, and that's what he was trying. I believe that's what he was trying to replicate with the same thing about Jesus, where when Jesus had spit into his hand, but the only difference that Jesus in that story, Jesus had took some dirt first. Then he spit into the dirt and he mixed his spit and turned it into mud. Then when the dirt turned to mud, that's where he placed it into the man's eye. It was no straight spit. Like this dude doing. That dude, I ain't lying, that dude did that purposely to humiliate that man. I honestly believe he did that purposely to humiliate that man. And that dude allowed him to do that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree, man. It's a psychological thing. Yeah, I know. Benny Hinn, he more senator. What happened to Benny Hinn, by the way? The last thing I heard about Benny Hinn was that he was turning over a new leaf. That he wasn't gonna be doing all this stuff no more. You say you think that was his brother? Man, even then, it was a no. Even that was my brother, I wouldn't have did that. That's still disrespectful. That's still disrespectful. To not only do that, but even think about doing that is disrespectful. So Liz, I agree. I agree. I agree. So yeah, you're not quote unquote Jesus in the Bible, bro. What you did was disrespectful. It just is what it is. And you want to know what, y'all? This is one of the major reasons why I had left the church, is because of that. Because I started realizing that a lot of preachers and pastors and overseers and stuff, they're weaponizing the Bible or the book of the Bible. They're weaponizing that Bible to use it as a psychological effect on people, to control people psychologically, not to control people spiritually, but to control people psychologically. And I started realizing that. When I started realizing that, that's what made me start waking up like, dang. And I was one of the main, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was one of the ones who was doing that too. I was doing that in the past. Because the reason why I was doing it, because that was what I was taught to do. And I was taught to do that because I was thinking that was the right thing to do. So I started doing it, and I did it. I didn't go to the stream like this dude did, set up and spitting on people. But I have anointed people with oil. I did pray for people and everything. But I started realizing that when I was doing that, we was literally using that book to psychologically weaponize people, to psychologically manipulate people, to psychologically brainwash people into a way of thinking instead of them have free thought. And so they wouldn't have so they wouldn't think freely. They had to think according to what we was teaching them. And that was it. So I started thinking differently about them. I started, like, as people say, waking up. I started on waking up, and I started seeing differently. I was like, dang, man, what we doing to these people is wrong. Why is it that we take away people's free will to think, free will to think about things logically, and to have reasoning behind it? But instead, we're teaching people that everything is supernatural. You need to bow down to this God. And we used to do that. I used to do that. Oh, yeah, yeah, because he disappeared from the scene. I remember seeing a video where he was denouncing all the stuff that he was doing. He was denouncing a lot of the stuff that he was doing. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yep. That's facts, Mark. The slave owners did that, and you want to know who else was doing that too, Mark? The house Negroes, the one who was compliant to the slave owners. That was doing it too. That was doing it too. Yeah, I had the power of the Holy Ghost, bro. Yeah, bro. Yep, true, true. I agree. It is. It is. It is. Gay talking about Jesus on the main line. Yo, Jim Jones, are you talking about David Koresh? Yeah, he's another one. He's another one. But yeah, y'all, it's one I keep procrastinating about this, y'all, but one day I need to just have a straight up live talking straight up about religious and straight up telling y'all, just revealing to y'all everything that everybody knows about religion, everything I've been taught about it, everything I did. Cause I only said when it comes up, but I need to like really just have a show one day and really, really tell y'all, put y'all on game of what these pastors and these overseers and everything like that, these pastors, overseers, and also what they do. I really, really do need to do a show one day and really, really just tell y'all about that for real. Because there's a lot that I know. A lot that I know. A lot that I know. And that's what made me strayed away from the one church. That's why no longer I'm not part of a religious organization. Because all of them is the same. Every last one of them. It don't matter which one you could think of, they all the same. It don't matter what it is, what denomination or what they believe in, is all the same. Longest they're part of a religious organization, all of it is the same. And it's controlled by one main source, which, that I need to just do a show about that and really just tell y'all about that one day. But it's all controlled by one source. It's controlled by one source. But yeah, I most definitely need to do that. I might will, y'all. Because I keep talking about it, but I'll never do it. I'll be procrastinating about it. PMP, what's up with it, bro? Oh, PMP, you missed out. You missed out on the video. Yeah, I talk about that too, Miss Wilson. Y'all talk about Morgan Sanger, Planned Parenthood, all that stuff, because it's all connected. Yeah, all is connected. Planned Parenthood is with the fourth/fifth wave of the one feminist movement, by the way, too. But PMP, since you jump in, I'm gonna show you this video again one more time since you just now arrived. I'm gonna show you this video again, all right?
Changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear. And this is where most people would not face Jesus anymore. What most people would do is turn away.
Hey, PMP said, please don't. I just got through eating, bro. PMP said, hey, I just got through eating, bro. Chill. He said, chill out. He said, chill out, bro. He said, chill out. Oh, you know what, PMP, there is one more video that I want to share with y'all, and I hope I don't get flagged for this, but I'm gonna share it with y'all. I hope I don't get flagged for it. Hold up, I'm sure with y'all. Dang, I hope she won't flag me. If I get flagged, y'all, then oh well. No worry, I'm about that life. I don't care. But it's one more video, and this video made me think about you, PMP. PMP, you remember when you had did a show about Millie, and she did the pineapple show? Do you remember that? Do you remember when Millie had did the pineapple show? So I'm gonna share with y'all a video that Millie did, right? But it's not pertaining to the pineapple show. It was something that she was talking about, and I want to share it with you real quick. It was something pretty interesting. As soon as I find it. Yeah, give me one moment, y'all. I have to scroll through here and find it real quick. I meant to cut this clip and cut it and just make it into a clip. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, I meant to cut this into a clip and stuff. So let me mute this real quick. All right, I'm for sure with y'all. All right. Hopefully, Mill won't flag me. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. All right, fair use. Now, I just wanted to get y'all perspective about this, okay? Oh, no sound? My bad, y'all. Hold up. Let me flip it. Hold up. Do. Let me see. Well, while I figure out how to fix the sound on this audio real quick, the whole pretty much thing about this conversation is that this dude here, he's telling her about the different type of women that men should avoid. Pretty much, that's what he's saying. Mark, focus, Mark. Stay focused. We all see him, but focus. But he's telling men the type of women that they should avoid. All right, he's saying that the one type of women that they should avoid. He should avoid. He should avoid feminists. He should avoid, the social media models. He He say they should avoid women who are over 165 pounds. He say he should avoid women who are strong and independent, promiscuous women, women who suffer from any type of disorder or abuse, career-focused women. I put myself right there on purpose so y'all can focus, men. Career-focused women, women who are degree braggers, and single mothers. Now, when he was explaining this whole thing to her, she was feeling some type of way about it because some of them things that he was stating described her. So she was feeling some type of way about that. She was feeling like well, dang, I'm some of these things, you know what I'm saying, that he is saying. So it made me feel some type of way. Then what she do is that she was being the typical woman, right? And start to manipulate what the dude was saying. And not only she was manipulating what the dude was saying, she started to do that thing that, a lot of women will say, well, now all women are like that type of thing. But the whole thing that he's talking about these particular type of women who are like this. He's not saying that every woman is like this or like this on his list, because this particular list, to be honest with y'all, this particular list is very valid, because there are women who are absolutely like this on this list. My bad, I ain't pointing on no boobies, eh? They are absolutely like this on this list. There are women who are absolutely like this on this list. So I agree with them that you should avoid these type of women. You should avoid women who are feminists. The reason why you should avoid women who are feminists is because at the end of the day, they're not about dealing with a monogamous relationship. They're not for a man and a woman type of relationship whatsoever. Social media models, Brittany Renner, for example. This a big one too. Women over 165 pounds. The reason why they were saying that is because it appears that the bigger the woman weight, the more independent and the more what's the word I'm looking for? Less cooperative that she is. That's what it appears. All right. I'm not saying that's 100% facts. I'm just saying that's how it appears to be. All right. Which that goes down to the strong and independent woman too, as well. Where the strong and independent woman, that these are the ones who say they don't need a man, but the only time they need a man is to, quote unquote, have sex with the man. Or if they want to procreate with the man, if they decide to do that, that's when they'll be with their man. Promiscuous woman as well, same thing. This a huge one too when they're saying on women who suffer from disorder, depressions, and stuff like that. The reason why this is a huge one is because sometimes men be caught being these type of women therapists. All right, I have dealt with this. I had dealt with this at one point in time in my life where I was dating a woman, and every single time it seemed like I was being more of a therapist to this woman than, know what I'm saying, being, her man or me dating her and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like I was that every single day. Every single day she had some type of issue going on. She had an issue with her baby daddy. She had an issue about her job. She had an issue about her weight. She had an issue about her children. Had an issue about her family, and expected me to solve the problem for her instead of her taking accountability for her own actions. She wanted me to solve the problem for her. Me. She wanted me to do that. And these type of women, they do that. They be wanting men to solve their problems for them. Because for some strange reason, they feel like that these type of men is their therapist. Why? I don't know. But this is what they do. It's what they do. Let me look at some of these comments before I finish. throwing up the state. Money boy, I see you in the chat, bro. Gay says she's really working the light skin angle. Since I'm sharing her video, go ahead and sub to her channel, Melly Monaco. I guess that's how you pronounce her name, Melly Monaco. Go ahead and sub to her channel. Her channel is pretty interesting. She do be giving different relationship advice to men, talking about how the way they can want to talk to women or get women based on her personal perspective. So you could go check her channel out. She also have a show, and PNP actually did a show about this. She actually have a show called The Pineapple Show, and I think she do the show every Thursdays. She have a pineapple show, right, where she'll go and she'll invite a IG model on her show, and she'll allow the men to come up on her panel and shoot their shot with the one IG model. So the show is pretty interesting. To me, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty good, to be honest, it's a pretty good concept. It's a pretty good concept that she thought about. That's real cool. So yeah. So yeah, y'all could go check her out. Check her out. If y'all not sub to her channel, you can go check her out. Yeah, that's true. She did say she about 170. And she like 6'2". Yeah, Mel, she tall. She tall. But Mel, she's a model too. She's a model and a singer too. Yep, agree. Yep, same thing, Gabe. Move out the way. Y'all know, right? I know, right? Oh man. Okay. Now, Miss Wilson, she said this: men are designed to solve problems, right? So it wouldn't make sense to take it to the head of the household to speak. Okay, Miss Wilson. Let me clarify what I'm talking about, okay? Well, when I say that these type of women expect for their men to be their therapists, all right? Let me clarify this. Now, first of all, it is nothing wrong with a woman going up to her man if she have any type of problems or issues or anything like that, or if she just want to vet. It is nothing wrong with that. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But however, I say vet. I mean vent. But however, listen to me when I say this. It's a difference between you just communicate it to your man because you have a certain issue, and you want to hear his perspective about it. And then after you hear his perspective about it, you go and you draw your own conclusion about the matter and you figure it out. That's a difference between that versus you going straight up to your man and you have an expectation that this man is going to solve your problem. And you don't have no solution to the problem. You ain't even thinking about a solution to the problem. You want that man to figure it out on your own. So whatever that man say, you're either going to agree to it or you're going to disagree with it. But in most cases, these type of women never agree with the man. They never agree with him. They never agree. They will say all these different things that's going on with them, and the dude would be straight, brutally honest with them, like, hey, you need to chill out. It is you who's causing the problem. Well, I don't even know why I asked you in the first place, because you're not going to agree with me. So it's a difference between that. It is a difference between the two. Exactly. I agree. And women often run into being a mother to grown men as well, right? Yeah, according to the men that they are dealing with. I mean, I have to agree with that, yeah. Depending on the men, the type of men that they deal with. Depending on the type of man they choose to be with as well, which that still is on the line of accountability part. Because sometimes some women choose these quote unquote men who are mama's boys or these type of men that review her as a mother figure. Sometimes they would choose these type of men because them the type of men that they desire. They like say that deals with accountability. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yep. That's what I'm saying, PNP. Yep. I agree. I agree. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah. And well, I guess yeah, he's PNP, he's explaining that about them not never take a direction properly. Another perspective about not taking direction properly is what I was saying earlier, where that same type of woman would come to the man and that man would be brutally honest with her and tell her like, hey, like for example, he'll say, hey, it is not your coworkers that's causing you the problems. It's actually you who's causing the problem. It is you and your behavior. It is you and your mentality that's causing the problem. It's not you. I mean, it's not them. It's actually you. So you need to correct yourself. You need to fix yourself. Not able to take constructive criticism properly. But instead, they'll rebuttal back to my, well, I didn't ask for your opinion anyway. Yes, you did. Because you came and talked to me about this. So you asked for my opinion. You asked for my perspective about this. So I'm giving it to you. This is how it is. Now, either you could take what I'm saying, take it, and you could apply it or not. But like I say, these same type of women, in most cases, they're not going to take the direction that the man is given. As you said earlier, Miss Wilson, as a man trying to be the head and try to be the leader and try to guide, right? These type of women wouldn't even accept that. They'll say that we're acting just like the people who are judging them. They'll say things like that. They'll say triggering words. Then some of these type of women, they'll get so upset because you didn't agree with them that they start trying to emasculate you and everything because you're not agreeing with them. So now they up in their feelings. So now they're up in their feelings and they want to emasculate you and make you feel some type of way just because you didn't agree with them. That's because as what's that dude Kwame Brown say, you ain't part of the go along, get along gang. Yep. So yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep. See, Gabe, no. Gabe, no. Yep. Mm-hmm. And you want to know what, PMP? That was a huge lesson that I learned as well too. I learned that lesson too because I used to be that type of man that I used to think that long as I remain being a good person, maybe my energy would change that person. That I didn't see the change within them, and so it ended up frustrating me because I'm doing everything possible to show them that it's a better way, but they wouldn't comply with it. They wouldn't follow it through. Or another scenario that I ran into, PNP, is that sometimes they will follow through with it as long as you giving them something in return. As long as you giving them something in return. Long as you give them something in return, some of them they'll follow through with it. But the moment when you mess up one time, guess what? They're going to revert back to the way how they were because they didn't change for themselves. But however, they changed for you. And many women will contest to this. And what I'm saying that they will tell you straight up that, hey, I didn't change for myself. I just changed for you because that's something you want me to do. So I just did it. They'll say that. They will say that. Yep. That's true, Miss Wilson. That's true. Trey, he talking about he changed several women. he said he done made them great. But yeah, for the class, Trey, define change for us for the class. Define this term change. In what way have you changed several women? Define that. Yeah, define change, Trey. This dude here probably writing a whole paragraph. Trey probably writing a whole essay about how the way he changed these women. Yeah, and I agree. And that was the lesson that I learned too, Miss Wilson. That's the lesson I learned. I learned that the hard way. Yep, true too. Mark said, yeah, I mean that's a way to change it for real. Long as that's what I just said too, Mark. That's what I said earlier. I had said that the only way that you're going to do that is that you're giving them something in return, but they're not changing for themselves. They're changing for you because you're giving them something. Regardless of what it is, it could be money, it could be intimacy, it could be a new father for their children, whatever the case may be. Long as you're giving them something, of course they're going to try to comply with that because they want to keep that thing going of what you're giving them. They're going to keep it going, bro. They're going to keep it going. Yeah, I agree too. I agree. Y'all see, y'all be coming over here to Urban Channel, and every time y'all come over to Urban Channel, we be having some interesting conversations. And we be finding some crazy stuff for y'all too, huh? But yeah, I do my best to try to find some topics for y'all for real though. That'd be pretty interesting. But let me finish with this, and I'll be done with this. All right, I'll be done. Now the other part is the career focus and the degree braggers and single mothers. The reason why these are the last three is because all these fall within the same category. You deal with a woman who's career focused, meaning that she don't have time for you. She don't have time for a man because she's pretty much being the man. y'all remember when I had did that live, and I was telling y'all about the type of women, right? And I said that, and I had said this. I said that, fellas, if you see any type of woman who's driving any type of sports vehicle, right? Any type of vehicle that's sports related, that should be an automatic red flag right off the bat. Because that type of woman is resembling masculine, a lot of masculine energy. And some of y'all think I'm lying about that, but I'm serious about it. I'm serious about it. Because some of them type of women, they resemble that masculine energy by watching them, by the car that they drive. The average normal woman who's more feminine, they normally drive vehicles like if they're feminine but they're career driven women, they normally drive Lexus. They normally drive Mercedes Benz or any type of them type of vehicles. There are sedans. The middle class women, they normally drive, like the one like Lincolns or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a sedan, or even Cadillacs. Some even drive Cadillacs. And then the under middle class women, they're the ones who be driving the Honda Accords, the Civics, and different things like that. They be driving them type of vehicles. Like I say, every putting y'all on game. I'm putting y'all on game. Now she said, just because she wants to be able to secure income for herself, she's not marriage material. What? What are you talking about, Miss Wilson? And then you answer your own question, Miss Wilson. You answer your own question. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? You know I got you right. You know I got you right, Miss Wilson. You know I got you. You know I got you. Because check this out. If she's trying to secure her own income or trying to secure her bag, guess what she's thinking? She's thinking that, why do I need a man to provide for me when I could provide for myself? Right? Right, fellas? Why do I need a man when she got it all herself? She got her house, she got her car, she got everything that she wants. And she really don't need to be married. All she got to do is get with a man and, have sex with a man if she decided to do that. If she decided to do that, some of these modern day women, they don't even do that these days. What they'll do, they'll go on and freeze their eggs and go to a clinic and allow them to artificially give them a child. Some of them do that these days. I'm just saying. PP said, if she could parallel park on the first try, she ain't matched. hey, that's facts, bro. Now, PMP, not only that, if you get into the car with a woman, and you get to a car with a woman, and she know how to drive a stick shift, that's a red flag. That's another red flag. That's another red flag, bro. But once again, Miss Wilson, that depends on the woman. Because just like I stated, some of these type of women, they don't be thinking about marriage. They goal is not marriage. Their goal is to better enhance themselves to the best of their ability. That's all that they're thinking about. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all they be thinking about. It sure did, Trey. It sure did. If she's career driven, She's not thinking about a man to help her get out of her debt. She's not thinking about that. If she's career driven, she's thinking about making a huge salary where she could get herself out of debt on her own. That's what she's thinking about. Yeah, they still got stick shifts, Gabe. Them sports cars got stick shifts for real. That's why I'm putting y'all on game. I know how to drive a stick shift. Do y'all know how to drive a stick shift? Miss Wilson, do you know how to drive a stick shift? Miss Wilson, do you know how to drive a stick shift? So we can put the red flag up. He said if a girl revs her engine at the stoplight, she ain't match material. she about that too fast, too furious life, bro. But yeah, I want to let y'all hear her perspective about that. But I to be honest with y'all, I really don't feel like messing with this on audio right now, so I'm just not gonna do it. But y'all could go and check out her page. All right, y'all go check it out on your own leisure time. But I don't feel like messing with it right now. Exactly. Yeah, you're not a man if you don't know how to drive a stick. Yeah, I know how to drive a stick, shift, and everything. She said, nope. Nah, Miss Wilson, she's saying no because no, Irby, you is not fixing to put no red flag on me, so I'm just gonna say no. And I'm just gonna plead the fifth on this one. I'm gonna plead the fifth on it. Like I said, I know how to drive a stick shift. I know how to drive both of them. The newer models, y'all know the newer model vehicles, they don't have the, you know what I'm saying, the standard clutch shift that, you know, you're clutching it and doing like this. Their stick shift is located on the wheel where, you know, you be clicking it. I know how to drive the stick using that too. Yeah, I know how to drive the stick doing that too. Yep. Now, don't try to throw it out there talking about she's beautiful, quite girly too. Nah, red flag. Red flag. I see what you did there. Separate capitalized absolutely beautiful. Like that's going to make a difference. Red flag. But now they have on the steering wheel though now, bro. Especially like the Benzes and stuff like that. They have the one clutch on the steering wheel. And she's the typical submissive wife. I got you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that, Miss Wilson. But yeah, y'all. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That was actually my last video was with the pastor that was spitting, but I want to share that other one as well too with Mel. Y'all want to share that with y'all too. That's to get y'all perspective about that, and I appreciate y'all perspective on that. Money Boy, he said up here the rant array. We asking him a question. That dude in the head in the bushes. That's okay. That's okay. That is all right. But once again, everybody, I once again, everybody, I appreciate you tuning in today for this particular episode. Like I always, y'all, thank you for all the thumbs up that y'all are giving me tonight, as well as the thumb down as well. I appreciate that. Appreciate the whole lot. Appreciate the participation in the chats as well. Tomorrow night's show, I will be talking about parental alienation on tomorrow night's show. Yes, I'll be talking about parental alienation on tomorrow night's show. I was thinking about doing it as a lunchtime conversation topic, but I'm gonna do it as an actual show. I'm gonna do it as an actual show. We're gonna talk about parental alienation, and the reason why everybody's gonna talk about parental alienation on tomorrow night's show is due to the Kanye West situation with Kim Kardashian. All right. So we're gonna review the video that Kanye put out there, and we're gonna talk about parental alienation, because parental alienation is real. It's out there. It's real, and that's an issue that a lot of men and women are currently going through as well. So we're gonna discuss that. We're gonna have that conversation on tomorrow night's show, right? So y'all tune in to that. I to be honest with y'all, I was supposed to be having that show tonight, but I decided to move it. I decided to move it to tomorrow, because today was a really, really long day for me at work and stuff. So I just wasn't prepared for it at all. But I will most definitely be prepared for that conversation tomorrow. All right. I mean, I was prepared for it today because I was so busy. All right, but tomorrow I will be prepared for that conversation. So I want y'all to tune in tomorrow. I'll put it up, and I want y'all to tune in tomorrow for this very interesting topic. Heck, I'll probably even make this a panel. If y'all want to come up and talk about it, I'll probably even make it a panel discussion tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it go, all right? But once again, y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in. PMP, he's already fired up for it. Miss Wilson, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. He said he's a state trapper. Yeah, it is. Mark, appreciate you as well. Appreciate you. They'll say PMP, he's for it. And also PMP, I'm gonna do the show at this. I'm gonna do the show at this same time tomorrow too, around about 8 o'clock. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh, whose side I'm on? I ain't gonna tell you that, Mark. That's for the conversation tomorrow. That's for the conversation tomorrow, bro. Keep y'all in suspense. Oh yeah, for sure. Like one last thing too. I'm gonna leave with this, is that a lot of people been talking about Kanye West, talking about his mental behavior and everything like that. But to be honest with y'all, I actually sympathize with Kanye West with a lot of stuff that he do. I really sympathize with him a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I really understand him. That's why I like his music. I honestly like his music. Donda is a very good album, by the way. I love his album Donda. So, but I'm just a Kanye West fan. So, but yeah, I feel him on that. Oh yeah. You welcome, bro. You welcome. Oh yeah. He's talking about he's so Tristan Thompson. Forget you, bro. But gang, everybody has ego, including you. Everybody has an ego. Everyone, including you. I have an ego as well. All of us do. But we'll talk about all that tomorrow. We'll talk about the parental alienation. Then we'll talk about Kanye West's ego. We'll discuss all of that tomorrow, okay? And if y'all want to, tomorrow while I'm having the show, if y'all want to turn it into a panel discussion, then I will drop the link and we'll have a panel discussion about it too, all right? But we'll see how it's flowing, all right? So once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Tune in to one last thing too. Tune in to everybody else on channels too as well. Everybody else who on her channel as well. Gabe, he's still building his channel, but tune into his channel, go ahead to sub to his page, sub to PMP page, sub to Mad Militant pages as well, sub to Money Boy Trey, sub to George Chit Chat as well too. All right, State Gang out of the way, y'all. So appreciate y'all tuning in, and like always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right.